Apologies for getting a little delayed in starting the meeting. So we are having this meeting today about Premier Energy's investment plans in Telangana. So I've got with me our chief David Rohini ma'am and myself, the managing director of the company. So Premier Energies is a 30-year-old company. It is headquartered in Telangana. We started off in 1995. We are into manufacturing of solar cells and solar modules. Today we have an operational capacity of 2 gigawatt of solar cells and 4.1 gigawatt of solar modules. These facilities are located in Electronic City, ECT in Tukuda, Maheshwaram. We had planned to expand in Telangana, and we had announced that we will be setting up 4 gigawatt of solar cell and 4 gigawatt of module manufacturing, for which we went for the IPO and raised funds. And this was more to do with the demand and the encouragement we are getting from Government of India and the demand for solar in the country. We had also announced a couple of months ago that we are further expanding. Apart from the 4 plus 4 gigawatt of cell and module, we added another 1 plus 1 gigawatt of cell and module, which was announced. That was an investment of about 800 crores for the 1 plus 1 gigawatt. And we had also announced in November that we are setting up aluminum extrusion manufacturing, which is a 36,000 metric ton of aluminum manufacturing, which is aluminum frames used in solar modules. So the commitment for expansion and investment in Telangana is intact, and we are very happy with the support we are getting from the inception when we set up the solar cell line and module line way back in 2021. So we got good support from the earlier government and the present government. We are getting increased support. We got very fast track allotment of land for the 1 plus 1 gigawatt, that is the 800 crore project. In fact, this project was announced only about 9 months ago, and the project will be up and running in the next 2 months. So it's a fast track project of 800 crores, 1 gigawatt cell and module, excellent support from the bureaucracy and the government of Telangana. We have also announced aluminum extrusion in Telangana. So both these projects put together, the investment is over 1,000 crores, which we are doing in Telangana. Now the company, because of the demand which we are seeing in India, the company and the board took a decision for geographical diversification. We don't want to have concentration only in one place because our customers are spread across India. So with geographical diversification in mind and strategic planning in mind that there is a port in Andhra, we decided to move a certain portion of our manufacturing plants into Andhra. That is just a portion of our investment. Our investment in Telangana, what we have promised, is intact, and it is happening. In fact, we have approached Government of Telangana for additional land, and on 8th December 2024, Government of Telangana signed an MOU with us for further 125 acres of land. Initially, they had given us 75 acres of land in Sitarampur Industrial Estate, and looking at the speed at which Premier is making investments in Telangana and the quantum in which we are creating employment in Telangana, today our existing facility, the employment which we are giving in Telangana is for 5,000 people. So 5,000 people currently employed, and with the new investments which we are doing, we will be adding another 5,000 people. And looking at the speed and our commitment, Government of Telangana on 8 December 2024 gave us further 125 acres of land. They signed an MOU apart from the 75 acres, which shows our commitment towards investment in Telangana and the government's commitment to attract investments. So what we are seeing is this is happening across the country. Every state is competing against each other to attract investments. They want investors to come in who will genuinely invest in create and do job creation. So keeping this in mind, Government of Telangana was very favorable. They gave us the 125 acres and expansion work has already started. The move to Andhra for the 4 gigawatt cell line was only due to geographical diversification and access to port. This is a strategic decision taken by the company, and by doing this, it's not that our investments here are reducing. Overall, the investments are increasing, the job creation is increasing, and we have also got land allocated in Madhya Pradesh. Now we are going to Madhya Pradesh also, where we got 50 acres of land allocated, because we want to cater to our customers in the northern part of the country. We want to be closer to those customers to supply to Rajasthan, to Gujarat, and those places. So hence, as a company, because we are a listed entity, we will keep growing because of the robust order book which we have, and we will keep going into different states depending on how the business is attractive for us in terms of being closer to the market or a port or something. But the idea for the press conference today was to share with all of you that our investment plans in Telangana are very positive. We are from Telangana. For 30 years the company started in Telangana, and we will continue to keep investing, as this is our headquarters, and we will keep investing in Telangana. And be open to questions. So I think in the interest of more people who have joined, I'll just repeat what I said. Yeah. Questions alternative I can answer in Telugu. Don't hesitate, because I'm born and brought up here. I can speak better Telugu than Punjabi, so don't hesitate. Yeah. Yes, I'll just repeat what I just said, ma'am. Yeah. So Premier Energies is a 30-year-old company. We are headquartered in Telangana. In fact, we started our business in 1995, and today we have an operational capacity of 2 gigawatt cell. Yes. So our board took a strategic decision that because Andhra has got Krishna port where we have been given the land, and that the company, the way we are growing, we thought we should have geographical diversification. So strategically we decided we will make investments and manufacturing facilities in other locations. So we got land allocated even in Madhya Pradesh. Madhya Pradesh we got 50 acres of land where we have investments planned, and so did we get in Andhra. Now the controversy is that we wanted to reaffirm and share that our investments in Telangana are intact. We are actually a company with 30 years.
Then what happened to that 4 gigawatt cell manufacturing?
Yes.
For which you had signed an MOU on December 8th. You had signed for
No, December 8th was a different MOU. That is for future expansion. The 75 acres land which we got for the 4 gigawatt, that we purchased much earlier. The land was given to us much earlier for 4 gigawatts cell and module.
But there also the same announcement was made. That 4 gigawatt TOPCon, whatever.
Yeah, so there the announcement was raised that the company is setting up a 4 gigawatt TOPCon cell and module and wants to further expand. Hence the company is approached for more land and MOU is signed for further 125 acres.
Okay.
Now, because of the advantage of the port in Krishnapatnam and the fact that our investments in Telangana are increasing, that is, we had not announced, but we did 1,030 crores of investment of cell, module, aluminum extrusion in Telangana, which was unannounced but done. And existing facility what we have in Fab City.
But
So,
this 2030 you said it's going to be commissioned soon.
in 45 days. So we didn't make an announcement, but we are continuing to invest. This was planned. This was planned almost about 8 months back. 1 gigawatt of cell.
What are you shifting?
Yeah. So what we are shifting is a portion of the 4 gigawatt cell and module which we had announced. That was a 3,000 crore investment. A portion of that is moving to Andhra.
3,000 crore.
No, 3,000 was the total investment. Out of that, only partial is moving. The cell module is not.
How much is moving?
So that's about, I would say 50-50. So about 1,500 to 1,600 crores is moving to Andhra. But in lieu of that, we have already committed 1,030. And
that is fine, but then you'd already entered into an MOU, right? For this 4 gigawatt
cell and module.
cell and module, right?
Yes.
So then you're going back on your...
No, we are not going back now. What's happening is the company has decided that we are investing in Telangana just to de-risk geographical diversification. The board took a decision, let us start investing in other states also, because we don't want to have 100% of our investments in Telangana. However, the commitment or the major portion of the investments continue to remain in Telangana. And what we want to clarify is that the support we are getting from Telangana government, Andhra government, Madhya Pradesh government is excellent in all the states. We have no issue. We are not going away because of an issue with government not giving us support or government not encouraging investments. So we have seen in certain media releases that there is an issue. Yeah, and also that the entire company is shifting. So we thought, why not we have a press conference and try to convey our point that there are some amazing officers in the bureaucracy, the government, who have worked relentlessly to give us the support in Telangana, in Andhra. So we just want to give the message that we are a company, we are investing in various states. The reason to go to another state is only geographical diversification. This is a business decision.
I think the issue is not that you decided to go to another side. The issue is that you're shifting an already pre-committed project which you're committed to Telangana and you're shifting that.
Yes.
And I think it has also become a major political
Yes.
issue now.
So let me answer that question, Ivan. So what happens is we are setting up initially 4 gigawatt cell and 4 gigawatt module.
Yes.
The demand in the country is rising abnormally. We are seeing a huge demand and order book is very strong. So now imagine we want to grow the 4 gigawatt to let's say an 8 or a 10 in future. We can't do everything in one place. And that is the time we decided that since we are setting up a wafer facility also in Andhra, we will move this there to de-risk and to have geographical diversification. Now we are, in terms of job creation, in terms of investments, we are at what we committed. It is just that we moved a portion to Andhra in lieu of
As
that.
far as the government is concerned, you're shifting.
Yes,
It's
but
like
in lieu
you
of that.
promised this that I'll give this to you and now you're saying no, I'm giving it to him, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying. So it is a fact that whatever part of the project
Yes.
you had committed, you were just taking it.
Yes, we are not denying that we are
What is
shifting.
the reason you mentioned all this diversity? Is
And
there
more.
any other reason? Fourth.
We are closer to the Krishna.
Initially, when you had committed it here, you knew that there is no port.
So we were talking to different states, ma'am, and at that time land was not available closer to the port. Now this is available. So the company has taken in the best interest of the shareholders that we need to be closer to the port.
There is a slight change in the circumstances, right? Earlier, the cells were from China. Right now, what's happening is Government of India is pushing for the wafers also to be made in India, and also for US market where we have a significant export share. They are also, US is also insisting that the wafers cannot come from China. So we are looking at an ingot wafer factory in Andhra because ingot wafer requires polysilicon, which actually comes from either Germany or US or Korea. These are the only three sources. And they come in bulk in shipping containers. So for that you need access to port, otherwise I will not stay competitive because of the cost of transportation. So once the wafer itself is being made there, I would need to consume it into the cell factory there.
Correct. So
Earlier the
what is
circumstance was
investment
different.
in AP in this wafer manufacturing unit?
Sorry.
Is it already announced?
No. So we have announced we get into wafer. We have not announced the quantum. We have not announced the investment yet. But if we are doing wafers and ingot and cells, we have to be closer to the port.
Originally, I remember during the IPO and all when you were talking about
Yes.
this, you had connected all this to Telangana, at the one with
No, not the ingot wafer, sir. Ingot wafer was announced that we will make an investment. We had not announced where we are setting up.
Okay.
But cell 4 and 4 we had announced. Now, we are moving the cell to Andhra, but in lieu of that, we are doing equal investment or more investment in Telangana and job creation. So that was the message we wanted to give. That two messages actually. One
What is
is,
the government's reaction with you as a company?
so government's reaction was the company is that they give us all the support and we are happy for that and we are committed to make the investments. So the reason to move was nothing to do with government support. So we want to be honest.
It may not have anything to do with government support, but it impacts the government's image. Because there's already a lot of talk about how the state is leading investments, Tamil Nadu to Gujarat, projects are moving out of this.
Yeah, so from that perspective, from the government's point of view,
So for the Telangana this 4 gigawatt module is a loss. आप जो भी बोलो आप ये कर रहे हो वो सब ठीक है.
हाँ.
Are you putting a fresh investment now?
yes, that's exactly what I said. A fresh investment of 1,030 was not
So
told.
that is fine, but over and above.
Of course, that is why we are asking for the 125 acres of land, right? The 125 acres.
125.
Yes, so the 125 acres of land, the additional land which we have got, we have told the government that we are looking at further expansion.
What is scheduled specifically?
It would be again solar cell
How
modules.
much investment?
So, see, because we are a listed company, we cannot announce any number till we inform the exchanges, right? So the commitment is
We
there.
already have MOU के time पे करो. That should be.
हाँ, तब भी हमने नंबर नहीं अनाउंस किया. We have announced we'll expand, number नहीं अनाउंस किया था. So, but you can imagine with 75 acres, if we are making that kind of investment, with 125 it will of course be more than that. So we continue to invest. And yeah, I don't know, well, yes. Yes.
There are 4 gigawatts plants, cell and module that you are setting up here. To operate. Will there be an MOU issue, sir? Because initially when you signed with government.
Yes.
Do you foresee any problems with that?
We don't foresee any problem because the government of Telangana is also supporting us for investments, and they know that these are companies which have promised and delivered and brought up plants and jobs created. So we have full support from the government in terms of the land allocation.
Right, so I have the details of the MOU.
Yes.
So what we had announced that day on December 8th was 1950 crore investment in setting up plants to make solar ingots, which is 1700 crore, and aluminium, rupees 250 crore. With Sitarampur, they are using allotted 125 acres and will create 1500 new jobs.
Correct. So now that investment which we announced, aluminum is coming, right? A gigawatt of cell and module is already coming.
1 gigawatt.
That is 1 gigawatt. That is 1,800 crores.
At Sitarampur.
Yes. So that is already coming. And the 4 gigawatt module which we had announced is anyway coming. Is the cell bit which is moving, right? And that is because of the
So how
geographical
much
axis.
is the investment come again? 1957.
So अगर आप calculate करोगे about, if you talk of that, approximately 50% investment is gone there from that project, but equal amount of investment has come back. Because if you see that the 1 gigawatt inverter is 1 gigawatt cell and module is not there.
How much is that?
1,800 crores.
Okay. And 4 gigawatt is about 1,000 crore.
Yes, that is the investment which we were doing earlier, the breakup which you have. So basically the message is that these are business decisions taken by the company in the interest of shareholders. It has nothing to do with any government, nothing to do with any state. We are a public listed company. The message we want to give is, there have been in the past also in various governments where investments were announced but did not come. It is not that it's only Premier which is doing this. Investment decisions do change, but our commitment to Telangana stays and substantial investment keeps coming in Telangana.
So basically, you're saying the main reason that company needs to look at this, which is just the port.
Just the port and de-risking the
Was there any other sweeteners offered by Andhra Pradesh?
No. So the incentives offered by Telangana government also are at par. We are very happy with the incentives being offered. There is nothing which was exceptionally offered for us to move. It was the port and geographical diversification.
But what is the need for geographical diversification? You're happy with
As we from Tamil Nadu and the southern states as well, right? In fact, solar is a lot more now prevalent in Tamil Nadu and Karnataka than in Telangana and Andhra. And in the same fashion, we have taken 50 acres of land in Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. MPIDC has given that land. This was a couple of months back. We have taken that land to cater to the demand in the northern, because this is a very price sensitive market, this whole solar panel business for the IPPs.
So logistically,
Logistically, even if they save 50 paisa, they save a lot of money on a gigawatt scale. So we have to be closer to where the market should be, and that's why we want to spread the facilities around so that we can cater to the demand from whichever is the nearest facility. Otherwise, we are going to lose out on orders. Because the guy in Gujarat is going to quote for 100-kilometer lead, where I am going to quote for a 400-kilometer lead. So in the long run, it's a strategy for me to be present in most demand centers.
And what is the nature of your investment in Andhra now? Between ingots, because ingots वाला भी आपने यहाँ commit किया था, वो भी shift हो रहा है?
नहीं, अभी इनकट बेसिस का इन्वेस्टमेंट तो हमने शुरू किया ही नहीं है.
So that was committed as part of the MOU.
Yeah, so in an MOU we had given various products which we do intend to manufacture, but we have not yet announced any concrete investment of quantum or size on that as of today. At appropriate time, we will take a decision whether we do that in Andhra, we do it in Telangana, we do it in UP or Rajasthan. We have not yet taken a decision on that. But what has moved from Telangana to Andhra is because of the port and geographical diversification, and what has come back into Telangana is an equivalent amount of investment and a little bit higher amount of employment generation in terms of what we have committed to Telangana.
Ma'am, in the next 1 year, we'll almost have equal capacity. We currently have 2, we are adding 1 gigawatt of cell, another 1 gigawatt next year will be refurbishing. So we'll go to 4 gigawatt here as well. We'll have 4 gigawatt in Andhra, then we'll have more capacity. Cell. Module, most of the investment is here only. We are going to be a 8 gigawatt here itself in Telangana itself. Because it's more centrally located, I can continue to cater. But as demand grows, I need to still push the modules also towards the demand center.
By June 2026.
So if you can just give me a brief listing, because there's a lot of back and forth here now. Now Andhra, you're setting up
4 gigawatt cell.
cell manufacturing.
Yes.
And what about the wafer factory?
So as of now, we have not announced anything in Andhra or in Telangana concrete for setting up. It is a backward integration. It's a backward integration plan, which is a part of the company's expansion plan, right?
Yeah, but what you announced that as part of the backward integration, you're taking the cell manufacturing.
Yes. So there could be a possibility that when we actually take a decision to invest on this, we do invest in Telangana, we do invest in Andhra or any other state, but those were part of the products which we manufacture. Now we are going to have that flexibility in terms of growing our manufacturing based on the product at one location. So it would make maybe more sense for me to keep growing my module in Telangana, and module creates the maximum amount of jobs. A gigawatt of module creates 1,000 jobs, whereas a gigawatt of cell creates only 300 jobs. So in terms of job creation, which is I think more from the state's point of view, there are more job creations happening in Hyderabad. The infrastructure is fantastic, support is very good, so we continue to invest here on module.
The 4 gigawatt cell manufacturing in Andhra will be totally how much investment?
That investment is the number I think which has come also is about 1,700 crores in terms of the equipment cost.
Plant and machinery.
Yes.
Sir, the 125 acres land allotment is given that.
No, this was given to us on 8 December 2024.
Okay.
So there is no decision which Telangana government has taken post our plan to relocate a portion of our investment into Andhra.
Okay.
The support and the encouragement which we are getting from Telangana government is continuing.
Okay.
And we moved to Andhra for the 4 gigawatt only and only because of two reasons: geographical diversification and port.
Normally, generally, when expansion takes place in
Yes.
different states, companies go for fresh projects or fresh investments there rather than moving their units from one state to other. So, why in this case?
Yes, so the reason which I explained to you is the company wants to grow at a particular location product wise. So, let us say I'm making solar modules in Telangana and I promise to put 4 gigawatt in Telangana, and let's say in future I want to add 6 more gigawatt, I would like to add in Telangana only because that product will be made here, right? Because of economies of scale. Now, if I move the cell to Andhra, then we do the cell in Andhra, and tomorrow maybe in future if we want to increase, we will increase. So it's because of geographical diversification that we don't want everything in one place. And when you do the solar cell manufacturing, you would need wafers, and being closer to the port is an advantage to the company.
Issue of diversification, why for so long we never thought about this?
And we are growing now from the last
Is there
2-3 years.
perhaps that the company is not comfortable about? Is there something that the company is not comfortable about? In Telangana, there is some issues.
No, so I'll
Because
again.
these things happen,
Yes, so I'll again like to state nothing uncomfortable in Telangana. Excellent support from both the governments. We started even when the earlier government was there. We are getting increased support from this government. There is no issue at all in terms of support of the government. If there was, we wouldn't have asked for more land. If there was, we wouldn't have planned more investments in Telangana. So there is no problem at that front. And the reason why we are thinking about this now is if you look at us as a company in the last 3 years, we have been growing 100% year on year. So with the growth, what is happening? The decision to geographically diversify has come in now to de-risk investments at one location. So it's not that it didn't come earlier because we were not growing at this pace earlier. Then module was not a part of the plan, but looking at the increased demand, it was announced 8 months back and it is coming up in the next 2 months. And it is coming up in Telangana. So I think your question is very appropriate, ma'am. We want to get this message very clear that the movement of partial investment into Andhra has nothing to do with any support or any issue or any uncomfortable thing with the local government. Excellent support, and we will stand by it. And we are very clear in saying that we got very good support in the earlier government, and we are getting increased support in this government. There is no issue at that front. The growth is so aggressive. We in fact the 1+1 gigawatt which we announced and did it in 9 months, the module also was not planned, but the demand drivers, the growth drivers we are seeing in the solar sector, with the push from the government of India, we have the PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, we have the Kusum program, we have the CPSU scheme. You would have read that there is a huge demand which needs to be catered to, and there is a huge push from the government of India and from respective state governments to set up more manufacturing, to become more Atmanirbhar and make in India. So if you look at 30 years, the space at which we were growing, and if you see us the way we have grown in the last 24 months, it's phenomenal. And with this kind of growth, I totally accept that there are some decisions which could have been planned better. But in the best interest of the shareholders, we always have to take a conscious decision that we are not taking any or not doing anything which is detrimental to shareholder interest. So when it came to us that a cell line at closer to port will make more sense and add more profit to the company, we took the decision. At the same time, we have been pushing Telangana government for more land because we want to make more investments.
So now that part of the project is doing, you will be re-looking at planning for that 125 acres that you take it from government.
Yes, so the 125 acres which we have got from Telangana government through the MOU, we would be looking at substantial investments there going forward. Company has plans to diversify, to work on to ancillary products. So the land utilization, even the 75 acres which we had got initially was not enough. So we have been pushing the government give us more land, and they have been kind enough to allocate this to us.
So that's 75 plus 125?
Yes, ma'am. 75 was already given to us. It is in our possession. 175, an MOU has been signed. It has still not been given to us.
75 also in Chiranjeev?
Yes,
So now you have
200 acres in Chiranjeev. And the reason to have that kind of land parcel in Chiranjeev is because we do have a very clear intent to grow there.
So at Hyderabad, you also have some portion of cell manufacturing.
We have today, yes, 2 gigawatt, one more is getting added.
Because your numbers are all big.
Yeah, I think because it's in gigawatt, it's a little confusing.
So
But
it's
as
1
what,
gigawatt existing and 1 gigawatt coming up, cell manufacturing.
yes.
And then.
So we will have 7 gigawatt of cell, ma'am. 3 gigawatt in Telangana, 4 in Andhra, right? Right. So 3 and 4, 7 for cell. For module, we have 4, and 5 more is coming up in Telangana, taking us to 9 gigawatt.
So 4 gigawatt you already have.
Presently operational, 5 more is getting added. Right? Then apart from that, aluminum extrusion manufacturing is coming in Telangana. That's another 230 crores of investment.
And this 5 gigawatt that's coming up is how much investment?
The 5 gigawatt will be about 1,000 crores for the
It's
module.
coming up where?
Sitarampur, yeah. Fab City, we have utilized everything. We don't have anything in. Yeah. Out of the 5, 1 will come in Fab City, 4 will come in Sitarampur.
230 for various investments.
Sorry.
230 for your setup. No.
Sorry, sir, I can't understand.
230 for investments.
30 crores.
Where is it?
In Sitarampur. Yeah, all our expansion is in Sitarampur.
అనౌన్స్ చేస్తున్నాము ఆర్ ఎగ్జిస్టింగ్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ కెపాసిటీ మాకు తెలంగాణలో 2 గిగాట్ ఆఫ్ సెల్స్ అండ్ 4 గిగాట్ ఆఫ్ మాడ్యూల్స్ ఉన్నాయి. ఇప్పుడు రాబోయే 2 నెలల్లో ఒక 1 గిగావాట్ సెల్ అండ్ 1 గిగావాట్ మాడ్యూల్ 800 కోట్ల ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్తో పెట్టబోతున్నాము. ఇది ఒక రానున్న 2 నెలల్లో ఒకటి ఇది ఆపరేషనలైజ్ అయ్యి దాదాపు 1500 మందికి తెలంగాణ యువతకి ఉద్యోగాల అవకాశాలు వస్తాయి. ఈ ఫ్యాక్టరీ మనకి మహేశ్వరంలో, తుక్కుగూడలో అండ్ మహేశ్వరం ఐపీలో వస్తున్నది. ఇది తెలంగాణ గవర్నమెంట్ సపోర్ట్ తోటి, అందరి ఆశీస్సులతోటి చాలా వేగవంతంగా పని జరుగుతుంది. జూన్ లోపట దీని ఇనాగరేషన్ అయ్యి మీకు ముందరికి మళ్ళీ వస్తుంది. అది కాకుండా వచ్చే 1 ఇయర్ లోపట, ఇంకొక సంవత్సరం లోపట 4 గిగావాట్ల మాడ్యూల్ మ్యానుఫ్యాక్చరింగ్ కెపాసిటీ మన సీతారాంపూర్ ఇండస్ట్రియల్ పార్క్లో తెలంగాణ గవర్నమెంట్ సహాయంతో మనం పెట్టబోతున్నాము. దాంట్లో కూడా ఒక 1000 కోట్ల ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ వస్తున్నది. దానివల్ల ఒక దాదాపు 5,000 మంది ఉద్యోగులకి, తెలంగాణ యువతకి అక్కడ ఉద్యోగ అవకాశాలు వస్తాయి. అలాగే ఇంకొక 36,000 మెట్రిక్ టన్నుల అల్యూమినియం ఎక్స్ట్రూజన్ ఫ్యాక్టరీ కూడా సీతారాంపూర్ ఇండస్ట్రియల్ పార్క్లో మనం పెడుతున్నాం. సో రాబోయే 1 ఇయర్ లోపట, 1.5 ఇయర్లో ప్రీమియర్ ఎనర్జీస్ తరఫున మనం చాలా ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్ చేసి తెలంగాణలో చాలా మాడ్యూల్ అండ్ ఎక్స్పాన్షన్స్ వేగవంతంగా జరుగుతున్నాయి. దీనివల్ల అందరికీ ఉద్యోగ అవకాశాలు వస్తాయి. అది మాకు చాలా సంతోషం.
ఓకే సార్. ఓకే.